everyone, good morning. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I wanted to share with you all what I have been working on. I started an embellishment book that eventually, if I ever finish it, will be probably available for purchase. I think I'm going to work on two. I've only started the one, but I've been prepping for the second one. This one is more of a pink, and the other one's going to have more reds in it. Anyway, I wanted to share the idea that I had as far as creating an embellishment binder. Um, so, this is what I created. It actually measures 8.5 by 8.5, but it does have a 4-inch spine because I wanted to add some boxes on the inside to hold packages, whether it be a card kit, whether it be embellishments, whether it be, whatever we put in these binders. But I wanted to have some type of pocket where I could just put things in there if they get too bulky and stuff like that. So anyway, this is what I created. This is a digital paper from Etsy. I have not decorated the front because I haven't decided what I want in the front. So I'm going to leave it until I'm sure what I want to do. So this is just, it's already papered as far as the designer paper goes, but it does not have the finishing embellishments on it. So there's the front, and then there is the back. I did use that paper that snow mesh that we get from the Dollar Tree for the spine, and the paper down here is a paper that was designed by my friend Carolyn, who is Tea Time and Dolls here on YouTube, and I believe this is her newest paper. Is it Marie Antoinette Boutique? I believe that's the name. If not, you can just hop on over to her channel and ask her, and I think it's still available. I see some like glue, like glossy, where I've gotten glue on it because when we're working we get it on our hands and everything, but I am going to probably cover this with a different image that I saw. Anyway, so there's what it looks like on the inside. We have a box here and a box here, and then the binder part is in the center. I have not decided if I'm going to put a flap here to close it and maybe make it look like an envelope, but it's just going to be a faux one, or I could make one that closes, but the problem with that is if I have a package that's taller than the size of the box, then it wouldn't fit, and I'm not sure if I want to do that to myself. I'm still thinking about it. It's either that one that does close or maybe a faux one, but I love these butterflies, so I don't know if I want to cover them up. Right here in the center is my friend Carolyn's paper. It's very, very pretty. This is her latest design. In the center, I did add a binder, a gold binder mechanism, and it comes with the screws, and you just kind of mark where you're going to put it and punch the holes and just screw it on. So I've only made a couple of embellishments. This bow I just finished, and I'm not even sure if it's going to stay here because it's pretty bulky. And the binder, I could only find a small one, which is maybe about 1 inch in diameter, the rings, and I wanted something bigger, but I couldn't find one. So this is what I am working with, but we'll see how that works out. So I might have to move the bow. This bow is the Scrap Diva design bow, and the top one it was designed by Nicole Silhouette, I believe, but it is 2 different bow dies that I used because I wanted to make it really, really lacy, look very romantic like. And this is kind of a Valentine's romance type of embellishment book. So I'm not sure where I'm going yet, but that's what I'm thinking. The bow, I cut it out of a pearlized paper that I love and I use all the time, and it is like a cream color. It's called quartz, I believe, and I embossed it with the 3D embossing Tim Holtz, the lace embossing folder that he came out with last year. But I have to tell you, even though my paper is really, really thick, because we can't spritz the pearlized paper with water because it's not going to absorb it. It did crack a little bit, but I'm okay with that. You know, I just reinforced where it did crack and I kept moving. These little hearts is a small haul that I picked up from Michael's. And it's these right here, and I only picked up one because I tend to get carried away and I buy a bunch and then it's just hanging around my craft room. So I'm trying to be more mindful about how much I purchase. But I love the way the bowl came out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add red ones or just do the very light colors in the creams and the pinks and golds. I'm not sure yet, but that's my first one. And I love, love, love the way it looks. I did laminate some just heavyweight cardstock with my laminating machine, and I did round the corner so it wouldn't be sharp. And I couldn't find my that tool, the cinch. I couldn't find my cinch to make the holes, but you know, I just cut myself out a strip of cardstock the same length as my sheets that were going in here, and I kind of marked where the holes were, and I punched the holes and made sure that it fit, and it fit. So I used that as my template to just line it up at the edge and then mark where the holes were going to be, and that seemed to work perfectly for me. No, not too much fuss. Anyway, that's the first bow I created. And then these are blank. I haven't added anything to these yet. And then the next thing I created is I took out some oldies but goodies. I'm not sure if the setting I put on my phone is picking up the true colors, but it's very, very pretty. These are the bears, the Santa Peeker by, what do you call it? Cottage Cuts. And that's what this bear is. Again, I cut it out in the quartz pearl paper, in the pink pearl paper. And then these little banners are also from my haul from, not these. Well, I did use one of these. So these are from Michael. So I used one of these. And then there was another set. Let me see if I picked it up or if it's still... I've been trying to kind of pick up my things. I don't see it. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, there was another package that came with these hearts, and then it had these banners in there. And the hearts, not only do you get the ones that are hollow, but you get the solid. And then the hollow ones, the piece that comes out of there, that heart, that was also included. And then just some straight banners, and that is, oh, here they are. Those are these right here, and these are from Michael's. And there's different ones in there. So that was from my little haul. And I wanted a teddy bear die. And really what I want is a lace teddy bear die that has the silhouette and the detail die. But I didn't have anything like that. So I found this cutie, and I think that he worked perfectly. It could be a he or a she. You could add a bow. I did not. And then these flat roses here are from Carnation Craft. You guys know that I love, love, love their products. And they had this beautiful pink roses, so I incorporated them here. Everything is on dimensionals, a little paw, his little snout or muzzle. So, and so is this one. This one's a little bit more flat, not necessarily because it's flat, because it is on dimension, but I couldn't really shape the gold piece because I wasn't sure. A lot of times when you use a ball tool on a metallic paper, it's gonna ruin it. It's not gonna look really, really nice. I was able to do it on these, but I didn't want to risk it on that one. And then I just used my gold micron pen for the eyes, and then I did cut the nose out in black, and look at how pretty that looks. So here I have the two smaller hearts that are the cutouts from some of these, and then right here a solid one, and then the hollow one. So I kind of tried to use different ones to make it look similar but different. This one says Happy Valentine's Day, and so does that one. And this one says You Make Me Happy. So it could be this idea you could use even for Mother's Day. You could use it for a birthday just by changing out the banner. I think it's beautiful, and this reminds me like an old type of Valentine's where they would get the teddy bear and a box of chocolates and roses, and I guess it's still that way, but I really like the teddy bear. So I just completed these this morning. I think these would make beautiful embellishments too to go on bag toppers. But I just kind of made them into embellishments. And I do have them on here with some little mini glue dots where they're not going to fall apart. They're not really temporary, but they're so tiny, guys, that I don't think it will cause too much damage to pull them off. That way, you can, if you make your own embellishments and you're the one who happens to purchase this or make one yourself, whenever anybody uses the embellishments, you could recreate more and still keep putting them on here. So that's one of the ones I created. And then the other one that I created, embellishments, were these hot air balloons. Now, these are from the Dollar Tree. Some of you might recognize them. They are from the Dollar Tree. And the clouds are a Carnation Craft die that I own. I think that clouds are very important. It doesn't seem like it would be a die that a lot of people would pick up, but I find myself that I go to it a lot. So when I was creating the hot air balloons, and these little flowers, these little tiny roses, are also Carnation Craft. They come in another die, and so is this set right here, the little envelope with the love. It's so tiny. This was gifted to me by my friend Jacqueline, and it has a little sign, so a little bundle of flowers. It had the love, the words, the tiny words with the shadows, and they had the envelopes. So I just incorporated all that into the hot air balloon, and then with a tiny glue dot, I put the clouds in the spot where I wanted them. I did not remove the backing from the stickers. It is still on there for the recipient. They can pull it off when they're ready to use, and they can use the clouds or not because they're not on the stickers. They're just attached with the little mini glue dot. So I created 4, and this one has a tiny, tiny, tiny bow with a pink gem. And these two are pretty similar, but in different, one's to the right and one's to the left. And right here is the other one, again with more clouds. I have a smaller one. I think I might put it there, but I'm not sure. So those are the only embellishments that I have created so far. I don't want to get burnt out. I'm supposed to be taking it easy, but to me, this is therapy. Here is the back of my book. Again, this is plenty big that I could add packages of whatever that I wanted to add in there. Also, if I wanted to create this like a letter, like the front one, I could do that here too. But again, that would limit my packages, that if they stuck out, I wouldn't be able to close it. So that's my dilemma. I'm not sure if I want to do that, but these measure, the boxes are almost the length of the book, which is about it. These are about 8 1/4, 8 5/8, something like that. I mean, 8 3/8 or 8 1/4, about the width of the book on both sides. And I haven't lined the inside, but it's nice and finished in white. As you notice, all the corners, all the edges are very, very clean. There's a certain way that I do that to get that look, and I love the way that it looks very finished. And I did pick that idea up from someone on YouTube that, I don't know if she's from Peru or from somewhere else, but we can, by looking at people, even though we don't speak the same language, we can see what they're doing. We more or less get the gist of it. Anyway, so that's what I created. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna have, when we start adding embellishments, our books start to get thicker, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have to move the bows, because I might not like, there's a top, I might not like it if it gets so thick that it has to stay open like that, because I didn't add a closure, because whatever I put in the boxes, I think from the weight of that will keep the book closed. Anyway, guys, that is what I have to share with y'all today. I hope everyone is having a great day, and I hope that you like what I created, and I hope that it inspires you to make your own. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. God bless. Bye.